Hey guys, welcome to another Facebook Live. Tonight I've got my beautiful daughter Jenny in my stamp room helping me. So she's going to be here on the laptop. She's going to be shouting out to you, let me know who's here. And
right now we got Lori, Devoria, lovely name.
Devoria, nice to have you back again.
Love that name. Karen.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for being here. Devoria, I just love it. You always come and hang out with me on Facebook Live.
We got Sue and Judy.
All right.
And
wonderful.
Deb.
Man, there's a lot of you guys. Thank you.
Coming in.
Fun. All right. Tell us where you're from. And it always is kind of fun to hear where everybody's at because not everyone is from the United States. So that's always kind of fun.
Karen's from Iowa. Sue's from Nebraska.
Okay. Awesome.
Judy is from California.
Hey, Judy.
Deb is from Pennsylvania. I think that's what PA means.
Yeah.
Okay.
The public school system, hard at work.
We have Renee from Connecticut.
Okay, hey Renee.
Gosh, these are coming in so fast.
Awesome.
Lisa from Tennessee.
Hi Lisa, so glad to have you.
Debbie and Cindy. Ramona from Illinois.
Hey Ramona, so glad you could join us.
Mary from California. Teresa from Michigan.
Hi Teresa. Wow, this is so great. I'm so glad so many of you are joining in. We're going to keep doing some shout outs. I want to give everybody an opportunity to hop online, maybe deal with any technical issues that they may be having trying to get the video to load. Hey, before we get too far, I do want to let you know that as you watch tonight's video, please keep in mind that I've got about a 7-second delay. So when you comment and leave things, Jenny's not going to see it for about another 7 seconds. So just be aware there is a little bit of a delay there. Also, technology isn't always my friend. So if for some reason we lose the video, something goes wrong, just come back to Simply Simple Stamping. We'll get it worked out and we'll come back online. But I really think we'll be fine. But I just wanted to kind of give you that heads up. So if something decides to go haywire, that's just technology and we deal with it. So
okay, so we got lots of people.
Awesome.
Lynn from Louisiana.
Hi Lynn.
Debbie from North Carolina.
Ooh, hey Debbie.
Joy from Tennessee. Lori from Wisconsin. Helen from Manitoba. I don't know what that is.
Cool. Where's Manitoba? Tell us.
Debbie from Florida. Nancy from Maryland. Stella from Texas. Joy from Missouri. Penny from California.
Wow.
Kay from New Zealand.
Hey,
Ooh.
Kay. I don't know what time it is in New Zealand, but God bless you for tuning in. I don't know. It could be 3 in the morning there for all I know.
Felicia from Texas. Cindy from VA, Virginia.
Virginia.
Okay.
Your name is Virginia.
I'll
You
live
should
there.
know that.
RS from Colorado. Mary
Awesome.
from Washington.
Hi, Mary.
Sharon from Oregon.
Hey, Sharon. Wow.
Tony from Australia.
Hi, Tony from Australia. Wow. Like I said, I don't know what time it is in Australia. I think it's in the morning tomorrow. Anyway, good morning.
We got Valerie from Canada.
Wow. Hi, Valerie.
Teresa, sorry,
Yeah.
I think that's how you say your name, from Florida.
Wow.
Laurel from North Carolina.
Hi, Laurel.
Peggy from Texas. Annette from North Dakota.
Hey, Annette.
Wanda in Illinois.
Wow, there's so many of you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I am so excited. Let me see what time we've got. Yeah, I've got about 5 after. So, you know what? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Wow, there's a lot of you here. I'm very excited about that. Oh, I've got my beverage of the night. Yes, I'm drinking a chai latte made with a protein shake because I'm on Weight Watchers. Little plug for Weight Watchers. This is my 2-point beverage for the night, but it's really quite tasty. So that is my drink of choice. Jenny's going for water. Oh well, I needed something to give me a little boost because we're going to do some serious stamping tonight. Tonight, I'm going to attempt what no demonstrator has ever attempted before. Tonight, I'm going to attempt to create 8 cards in 8 minutes. I don't know if I can do it. It might take me 10. Who knows? But we're going to give it a shot. We're going to be focusing on the Eastern medallion framelit set. We're going to be using here I'm going to actually show you these while I'm talking. We're going to use the playful backgrounds stamp set, guys. This is a favorite. I love these backgrounds. We're going to use the lines here. I'm going to make some thank you cards. We all need those to have on hand, right? One Big Meaning, really great stamp set for that. I'm going to use this thank you right here. And I did want to just point out another favorite thank you stamp set that I have is called All Things Thanks. It's another really good one. And I like it because it's very specific. Thank you for joining us, or thank you for making my birthday happy. So they're really a little more specific, but I like that one too. So we're going to be using those two stamp sets, and then like I said, we're going to use the Eastern medallions. So if you're going to give me a second, I'm going to take you on a little roller coaster ride. We're going to turn this camera around. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Do you want me to keep saying who else?
Sure. Tell me who else we got tonight,
Okay,
Jenny.
we have Sandy from Missouri. I might have already said that one.
Hey, Sandy. I'm from Missouri. That's where I was born.
Valerie from Canada. Lorena from South Carolina, I think.
Okay, awesome.
Christine from Minnesota. Holly James is here. I love your son. Come back to Oklahoma. I miss him. We got Joe from Texas. And then Kay Bonnell, I don't remember. I think she's the one from New Zealand.
Okay.
She said it's lunchtime, 12 o'clock.
All right.
Noon.
Well, go grab some yummies and we'll stamp during your lunch break. How does that sound?
And then it's 10 a.m. on Thursday in Australia.
10 a.m. See, that blows my mind. All right. Well, guys, we're going to get to work. First, I wanted to bring in my catalog because I want to show you. This is the Eastern Palace Suite, and this is one that we're going to be using those Easter Medallion framelits today. But one thing I wanted to point out before I got started is I wanted you to know that this actually comes as a bundle. Bundle means you get to save 10%. We like to save 10%. And it is a photopolymer set, so the whole point of this set is that everything layers, layer and layer and layer. And I'm going to share a little bit more about some of the different ways it layers, because I need to tell you something about this one. Guys, when I saw it, it didn't wow me. I don't know, maybe medallions just weren't my thing, but after I got it and I started playing with it, I was beyond wowed. It really is a fantastic set, and it's amazing what all these little embellishments do and how they accent your cards. It's fantastic. So let me tell you, the cards that we're going to make tonight, if you guys, how many of you are familiar with the flashcard system? I hope some of you are. This is going to be a flashcard, and in case you have no idea what I'm talking about, a flashcard is where I take a piece of colored cardstock and a piece of neutral cardstock, and I cut them down into 8 equal pieces. And I see some of you giving me thumbs up and love. She must love flashcards. Yay! So what I want to do, I'm just going to give you the quickie version of what a flashcard is. So I have a piece of 8.5 by 11 Melon Mambo cardstock. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it down to 4 1/4 inches. So I have 2 equal pieces, right? I'm now going to take that piece and cut those 2 down to 5.5 inches. By the way, this is not part of my 8 minutes, so don't even think you're going to start timing me yet. Okay, so there's my 4 equal pieces. I'm now going to cut those down to 2 3/4. And now you see I have 8 pieces that are all exactly the same size. And this is going to be the base of our card, all right? So there we have those. Now let me show you what we're going to do with our white or vanilla cardstock. Now I have this piece cut to 8 by 10. That is important. It does need to be cut a little smaller, 8 by 10. So this one I'm going to cut down to 4 inches. So I have 2 equal pieces. And I'm going to cut these 2 pieces down to 5 inches. And then I'm going to cut those down to 2.5 inches. So 5 inches and then 2.5 inches. And now you can see I have all of these nice, oh, there goes my phone in the other room. I'm not sure if you can hear that. And let me go ahead and cut these last 2. So now you can easily see we've got 8 equal pieces of Melon Mambo and 8 equal pieces of our Whisper White. Okay, everybody with me? Good, because those are our base pieces that we're going to be using. Now, for my card base tonight, I decided to do something a little bit different. I'm going to use Stampin' Up's note cards and envelopes. Do you guys have these? I don't know if you do. I love my... can you hear my dog howling in the other room? He has this thing with the answering machine. He gets really upset and he howls at it. He's a beagle. It's what he does. Anyway, note cards and envelopes. What I love about these is that you get 20 note cards and you get 20 envelopes. So you're always ready to go. And what I love about these too is that they are mailable. So they are just the right size. They can go in your regular, your regular mail with a standard stamp. So one of my favorite products. I love these and they're great for quick cards. Of course, I love that just everything's all nice and packaged. So that works great for me. All right. So, you know what? I think I'm about ready to stamp. I'm going to bring in my timer. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. Okay, I don't know how many of you are going, oh, there's no way she's going to be able to do this. I've got 2 ink pads I'm using tonight. Basic Black and Lemon Lime Twist are my colors. And I've got my pieces that I cut. I have 8 cards and 8 envelopes because I said that's what I was going to do. 8 cards and 8 envelopes. So I've got those ready. I think it's time. Okay, so I've got my timer.
You have about 130 people cheering me on right now.
Please cheer me on. You guys won't hate me if I don't make it right. Okay, so what I'm going to do first, I'm going to do my stamping first because this black ink sometimes needs a little bit of drying time. And so I'm going to do that first. I'm going to begin with my white cardstock. So, you know what? We're just going to set the timer. Okay, are we ready?
Okay, deep breath.
Oh, no kidding, no kidding. And let me see if I can figure out how this timer works. Oh, it goes. Okay. All right, so my basic black. You can do it. Okay, this is where, oh, look, I'm already off to a really bad start. So I'm going to stamp my thank yous here. Now, I do want to say one quick thing. I'm not asking anyone to ever go and try to make 8 cards in 8 minutes. No one would ever try to do that, but it is nice to know if you ever needed 8 cards in a hurry, it could be done, right? All right, I'm going to stamp. And by the way, I think you figured it out. All the cards are going to be exactly the same. We're not going to make them any different. Okay, so I've got that done. Not even going to close my ink pad. I'm now going to bring in my Big Shot machine. So let me bring that in because we're going to do some die cutting. And I'm going to get a little tricky here. Can you guys see my Big Shot in the camera?
It hasn't loaded yet. So give it a couple.
Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 of my cards and I'm going to lay them on top of each other. And I'm going to take this flower die and I'm just going to center it up. So yes, I'm running 2 through at a time. And I'm going to go ahead and run it through twice.
Someone said I should grab your timer so you can't see it.
No! You're mean! All right.
Karen said I should do that.
Karen? No, you're fine. You're funny. I know, because what's going to happen is I'm going to watch that timer and then I'm going to start getting really nervous. So you can see we're actually able to cut through those 2 layers at the same time. Let me grab 2 more here. I'm not sure if this running them both through at the same time is saving me any time or not, but I don't know. I thought anything's bound to help, and you really can, with a lot of these dies, run 2 at a time. So I figure we're going to give it a shot. Oh, no. Oh, I ruined one. Okay, so black ink obviously doesn't dry as part of my little 8-minute thing. All right, well, you know what? Okay, so we botched one. All right, it happens. We're going to go ahead and run them through one at a time. I think what happened is I picked up some ink on my cutting plate, so I think I'll just do one. It's all right. It's only been 2 minutes and 20 seconds. We're okay. We got it. We'll be all right. You know what? It's all about making them look good more than trying to get them done in 8 minutes. But, wherever we can save some time, it's always a nice thing, right? Okay, well, there's my last one, and I can get my Big Shot out of the way. And now we're going to do a little stamping, a little more stamping to this. So let me move my Big Shot.
You're about 150 people.
Wow, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. So if you just got here, we are attempting to stamp a lot of cards, 8 cards in 8 minutes. I'm going to bring in my Lemon Lime Twist, and then I've got the background, what did I call it? Playful background. Look, I'm getting myself so uptight I can't even think. Okay, here's that one that really messed up, but You know what? We're going to stamp it anyway, even though I won't dare use that on a card.
No judging and stamping.
There is no judgment in stamping. Thank you, guys. All right, so there's one, and let me separate these two. Yep, you guys, I got to tell you, look at that. That's exactly what it did. It was from the cutting plate, and I just didn't let that black ink dry. You know, I love our black ink. First of all, it's archival. What's not to love about that? But I love that it's such a good, deep, rich black. It doesn't come out kind of blue. Have you guys ever noticed there's not necessarily the same shades of black? I mean, it really can come out very different. All right, I've got that done. And now we're going to come in. I'm going to move that out of my way. We're going to come in with our Melon Mambo. I'm going to put two of those together. I have a 1/2 inch circle punch. Just push it in as far as it'll go. And we're going to punch two of those. And that way we're going to get, these are going to be the centers to our flowers. So we'll be able to very quickly get 8 of these. And of course, one thing I always do with flashcards, before I adhere anything down, I love to use these pieces. It makes my life so much easier. Why get out a whole nother piece of Melon Mambo cardstock to adhere these down? Because look, you're not going to see that, right? So there's one. I'm just now going to flip all these over, and let's get adhesive on the back of these and get these put together. So I started flashcards, if you can believe it, here, I believe it's August 22nd. It will be 5 years since I started doing flashcards. Oh, wow. Is that cool? I know. I came across that date while I was looking at something on YouTube. Okay, guys, you're just going to have to deal with the ugly card, but I would never send that to anyone. It's awful, but we're just going to deal with it. So I'm going to go ahead and get adhesive. Hey, I'm doing pretty good on time. I actually think I'm going to make it. Ooh, until I go and stick two of those together. But yeah, so 5 years ago, I created the first flashcard. Now, I do have to tell you this funny story. When I created flashcards, I shared it with a group of demonstrators. Yeah, you could have heard crickets in the room. They were just like, oh, I don't know, just weren't impressed. Maybe I was just more impressed with myself. It happens. But yeah, so it didn't go over very well. Ooh, there's another ugly one, but
we got a lot of people saying, "We'll take your ugly one."
Hey, I will send you my ugly card. Oh, I'm so upset that happened. But you know what? Like I said, you would never actually try to do 8 cards in 8 minutes, but I don't know, Connie was silly enough to try it. You notice I'm putting the thank you down here at the bottom because we're going to be popping that flower. So I want to make sure that this circle is not going to be in the way at all. And so now I'm going to add my last one. And since I'm here, let's go ahead. We're going to flip all these over. Now let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and get these adhered to the cards. So I'm going to get my adhesive. How fast can I snail? I had to make sure before I did tonight's video. I was like, ooh, make sure you have a full snail. That's the last thing you need is for the snail to run out before you get started.
Shannon said you're going so fast you're making her nervous.
Well, trust me, not as nervous as I am going, oh man, am I going to make a total fool of myself if I'm not able to do this? I made these cards the other day. Some of you, if you're customers of mine and you've placed an order with me, you recognize this card because I sent these out. These were my July thank you cards. So I thought, hey, let's see if we can make a whole bunch of these. And we're just going to now, I hope I'm in the camera shot there. Okay.
That's 178. It's almost 180 people watching.
Wow, thank you guys. I'm so glad that you're here. I know you just tuned in because you want to see, like, if I can really do this. 8 cards, 8 minutes. We're going to see what we can do. All right. And
why don't you have them send you some love?
Send me some love. Send me some loves. That's where you just hit the little hearts. You might see those if you're on your computer. You might be seeing there in the comments that people are sending little hearts and things. That's one of the cool things about Facebook Live. Thank you.
And lots of love.
Okay, I'm missing one. This is not good. I'm missing one of the cards. Where did it go? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, that was it. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, we're doing good. We're doing good. All right, now I'm going to come in with my mini glue dots because this is going to make my life really easy. And I'm going to put these glue dots, whoops, on these little 1/2-inch circles that we cut out. Again, we can just do these all at once. Oh, you guys, I didn't make it. 8 minutes, 37 seconds. Man.
You're still getting lots of love.
Thank you guys. We were awfully close. We were awfully close. Well, let's see. I'm going to blame it on the fact that, I don't know, the black ink didn't dry. Okay, well, it looks like it's going to be 9 minutes. 8 cards in 9 minutes, which is still pretty good, right? So, all right, we're just going to add the dots. Hey, it's still not too bad, right?
Everyone's saying you're doing great.
I know. You guys are awesome. Thank you. I really was hoping I could do it in 8, but oh well. 9 still works. 9 minutes and 15 seconds if the last one will come off. Woo! Time. All right. Well, 9 minutes, 18 seconds. Hey, thanks so much for the love. It is nice to know that, you know, maybe it's trying to talk. Maybe it was, I don't know. I'm going to blame it on too much of that. Not enough coffee. All right. But as you can see, we have 8 cards and they were done in 9 minutes, but it is nice to know that with the flashcards, you can put those together quickly. I want to show you one other thing. Before I mail these, I always like to come in here and give those a pop. Because do you see how that pink really shows through? And you can see it's really easy to do. You just kind of, oh, come here. Oh, you're going to be stubborn. Okay. That must have been one that was on the bottom.
A lot of people are asking about the ribbon tied around your glue dots, about what that is.
Is this so cool? Okay, this is a wonderful little trick. Okay, well, you guys see, when you have this big long tail of this paper, it tends to want to unroll and it exposes your glue dots before you want it to, right? Well, that ribbon holds it in place and all I have to do is pull it back to expose, but I don't have to worry about that whole thing unwinding. Brilliant, right? I love that tip. I can't remember where I picked it up, but it's wonderful. And I have, look, these are all my glue dots. I put these ribbons on every single package of glue dots as soon as I open it. Really awesome tip, by the way. So, all right, well, and thank you for asking the questions. I love to hear your questions. So there is how we create these really fabulous cards. And what I loved was that flower with the lemon lime twist and with that melon mambo. It's a really fun look, right? But it's not a medallion. So let me bring in, I'm going to bring in the framelits here because I want you to see this. So this is a set of framelits and they do a lot of really unique things. So if you'll stick with me for a minute, I just want to come in and I want to show you some of the things that this will do. All right, so the cool thing about this set of framelits is some will cut out and leave your card intact. Others, it's going to raise. Do you see how it's just raised? But it's attached. It's attached to the card. I think you can see it right here. It stays in place, but it pops just the same way this flower did. You notice it didn't cut it out. It just raised it. And then we also have some other ones that will just cut out things. So we've got that one that will cut out this kind of fun sunflower. We've got this great big medallion. And again, you can see there on the points, it's still attached. And then of course we have just some decorative ones. And then we have some little decorative circles.
Someone asked what set it is.
This is the Eastern Medallion Framelit set. And it's on page 11 in your catalog. Wait, is it 11? Let me check. I think I might be wrong. 19, forgive me, I was wrong. So that is the basics there. Now here's the next set of the framelits. Again, the basics. So this one will actually cut out. This one is another one where you can see it stays attached, but it just has a nice little lift to it. Of course, you recognize this flower right here because we just went crazy with it. And then we have a smaller little kind of medallion here, and then just some extra pieces. All right, so those are the basics of what it'll do. Now let's have some fun. Check this out. So what we did is we went from this and we created this. And to do that, we just started using the circles and the other framelits to start intertwining these to create some really awesome looks. Isn't this cool? Now, I want to point out something else. This one right here, let's say you go, oh, but what if I don't want it on my card? I want it to come apart. Snip, 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 snip. Very simple to do, and you now have a separate piece. So it doesn't have to stay attached to the card, but isn't it nice that if you want it to, it can? Same thing here. Here's that flower that we did, and we just cut the other, one of the other flower and outline. And if I wanted to cut this out, I could just snip, snip, snip and do something really creative there. But you can see the flower stays attached, but this one actually cuts it out. And this is one that I snipped, and let me bring that one back in. So there it is attached, and then here it is snipped. Oh, you know what? I take that back. You know what I did with this one? I forgot. Let me find it. It was, no, it was this one. So I had that, and then I came along, I think this is what I did, and I came and I added that, and then I cut it, and it kind of created this one. No, it was this one here. There we go. I knew that just didn't seem right. So you can see this one will give, I kind of double cut it. Pretty cool. But, and I think the biggest thing I think you're realizing about this set is it just kind of keeps going and going. Look, I'm not even done. I have more. It just keeps going. All right, so here we kind of cut out. This one I used the flower, but I took that great big die. This one I snipped out, and let's see, this is this one and this one cut together to create that. And then I just used some of the other little pieces, and here we go, just as I did before with those circles. So can you guys see, this is like the set that keeps on giving. I mean, my goodness, it just keeps going. There's so much you can do with it. It really is a fantastic set. And like I said, what I loved here is we created something so totally different than maybe that classic medallion. And anyway, Eastern medallions. But listen, don't forget, it does come as a bundle. And there is the Oh So Fabulous stamp set that comes with it, and really is a wonderful bundle. I highly recommend that one. Okay, well, since I've still got you here, I wanted to show you a couple other cards that also fall into this 8 cards in 8 minutes. This one I decided, instead of making a note card, that I would turn it into a full-size card. And all I did here is I added a piece of the Lemon Lime Twist. I gotta tell you, I really love how this one came out. I did emboss it in the polka dot embossing folder first, but that's cut 4 by 5 1/4, and then my card base is 8 1/2 by 5 1/2 scored at 4 1/4. So what a fun look that is, right? And I think I could even add maybe a little ribbon or something across here. I think that would be really cool. Here's a few more note cards that I made. Here's one that I did, and this is where I said I was going to bring in that other stamp set, All Things Thanks, because I thought it just really has some great things. Thanks for that thing you did. I loved it. I thought it was a really good one. And then I used the polka dots from the playful background. Again, I wanted to shake things up. Did you see the glimmer enamel dots? Yes, ma'am.
Vicky asked what thank you sentiment that was.
The thank you, this one here, I think is the one you're asking about. This one is thanks for that thing you did from All Things Thanks. But on my main card, it's one big meaning. And I use this thank you right here because it fit just right, filling up that spot. So glimmer enamel dots, I thought really kind of made this card. Again, I think there was something about those bubbles and those enamel dots, and I used a Bermuda Bay and Sweet Sugar Plum and crushed curry, I think, on that one. So I thought that was kind of a fun one. Here's the solid polka dots. I love Daffodil Delight and Basic Black. I just love it. But you notice I didn't use the 1/2 inch circle punch. I pulled in the 3/4 inch circle punch for that one. The You Are Amazing right here from All Things Thanks. And I think that's just a really fun, again, sometimes it's just nice to send a little note of encouragement, right? It doesn't have to be anything big. Who doesn't get excited when you see mail that, you know, is like handwritten, and you know, there's a card inside? I get happy whenever I see that. And to just get a card that says you're amazing, and you can just write a little note of encouragement. Think about it. You could make 8 of those tonight. You could make 8 of those cards in 9 minutes and 18 seconds. And you could have those mailed out probably in another 9 minutes and 18 seconds. So there's another one. This one, I really loved how this one came out. And again, super simple, very clean and simple, which I like. Thanks for everything. Again, from that All Things Thanks. I just stamped it in basic black, and I did the punching down here at the bottom instead of in the center. And then I used a Stampin' Dimensional on the 3/4 inch circle punch and added some of our rhinestones. Again, really, really simple, quick card. All right, guys, that's what I've got for you tonight. I hope you had fun. Thanks for letting me mess up a little bit, and but I did have fun creating those really awesome cards and sharing a few little bonus cards in there as well. So there we go. Well, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and send them in now. I'm going to rotate the camera. So again, get ready. We're going on a ride.
A lot of people loved your glue dot tip.
Oh,
We got
yay.
lots of comments.
That's
about
awesome.
Loving that tip.
Yeah, let's make sure I'm not upside down. So give me just a second for that camera to adjust over here. Like I said, yay, 7-second delay. We're going to let that happen. And you know what? I'm going to close up these ink pads because when I only had 8 minutes, I didn't have time to close up ink pads. For shame. I can't leave it. I know, it really is. You can't leave ink pads open. It's a bad thing. And then, of course, it's going to kill me.
Just a little bit.
Tilt it down.
Yep. It just came up.
Better?
Hold on. You're getting lots of love right
Okay. Yay. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to go ahead and step back a little bit. Yeah, the glue dot tip and having that ribbon on there, that thing is wonderful. And listen, it just takes some scrap. I mean, it really does. The only problem I ever have with it is sometimes I have to untie it and tighten it up again as the glue, as you use them. But isn't it nice? I don't have to worry about that paper going all over the place. Or for me, the thing that really bothers me is when that paper would come loose and I'm working on a card and it lands on it. I know, it's happened to all of us. Or your clear blocks land on it. That's irritating.
Okay, we got a couple questions.
All right, ask away.
Janice asked, she said, I'm looking for a Stampin' Up set of the fun chickens. Any idea where I can get it?
I usually send people, whenever you're looking for a certain stamp set, if you'll go to a community called splitcoaststampers.com, SPLITCOAST stampers.com. This is a wonderful place to get a lot of inspiration, but they have a buy-sell area there, and that is one of the best places you can go. And also look on Facebook. There's a lot of Stampin' Up. Just search Stampin' Up buy-sell, and they're on Facebook, and you'll probably find some places there that you can put out a plea. I'm looking for the fun chicken. The fun chicken, I'm wondering if you're talking about the Hey Chick stamp set. That was a celebration stamp set. So, and if you want to find out if that's the name of the stamp set, I'm going to give you my other favorite tip. Images.google.com. If you will just go there and type in chicken Stampin' Up. Always follow it with Stampin' Up because that way you're narrowing it down. And you're going to start to see a lot of images. That when you see the image of the stamp set you're looking for or a card made with that stamp set, it's at least going to get you, it's going to guide you to where you need to be, where you can find out the name of the stamp set. Because I don't think I just put out there I'm looking for the chicken set, because I know we've had a lot of chicken sets over the years, but I think
the
Hey Chick?
Yeah, that was the one she was looking for.
Okay, there you go. That's the one. So yeah, those are the two places that I always like to recommend. So
okay, Teresa asked, are there any envelopes from Stampin' Up that are note card size?
Note card size would only be the packages. And you know what? I didn't mention this. The cards in the note cards and envelopes, this packet, are the thick white cardstock. We also have them in Very Vanilla. That just came out in June. Thanks, Stampin' Up. I love those because I do like the thick vanilla cardstock. I like that. But no, right now, this is the only way that you can get the note card size envelopes is as a pack. But I really love them. And you're usually going to need that base anyway. So they're 3.5 by 5 inches when they're complete, by the way. 3.5 by 5.
And then Karen said that she loves your pop bottles back here. She said color inspiration.
They are. They are. Okay, so my whole stamp room is all done retro. I love, well, if you've been to Simply Simple Stamping, you know I kind of like things retro. I'm gonna try to do something. You got to see my favorite thing in my stamp room. Let me see if I can if I can zoom over there. Am I on it? There we go. That's my Felix clock. I love him so much. Yeah, he was my inspiration for my room. But we have this really cool place here in Oklahoma City called Pops. And it's this little burger place, but they carry pop from everywhere. If there's ever been a pop made, they sell it there. I used to live in Indiana, and there was a root beer place called the Triple X. It's not what you think. The name of the street it was on was called Triple X, and it's not what you think. But anyway, Triple X root beer was this awesome root beer. So here's Rich and I, we're in Pops, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Triple X root beer. And then they'll have like some gross flavors. What were those ones? Oh, Kitty Piddle. And it was this yellow, I don't know, I think you guys said it was kind of like banana flavor or something. But they have all these crazy things. But yeah, if there's ever been a pop made, they made it. But I saw these with these little retro labels, and I knew I had to have them. So they just had to become a part of my room. So
Martha asked, what do you have your dies on?
What do I have my dies on? What a great question. Okay.
That is not stable.
Oh, thank you. We almost wore the latte tonight. These are magnetic sheets. And what I love about these, I found them at Lowe's or Home Depot, and they are vent covers. So they come longer than this. I cut them in half. I can't remember what size they come, but if you'll go into Lowe's and where you'll find, well, you know, vents, like if you were going to replace a vent, they're right there in a little box, and they are about $5 for 3 of them. But again, you cut them in half. Or you can leave them whole, but I got to show you. So this is what I keep mine in. So and that's my Easter medallion, goes right there. But I can just keep them here in this album. It makes it really easy for me to just flip through, find what I need, and I don't lose them this way. So magnetic sheets, I'm telling you, inexpensive, Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever. I highly recommend them. And I think you can see, I mean, well, that one's not stuck down. Let me get them stuck down. But yeah, I don't know if I could put it upside down. Yeah, I guess I can. So it really does hold pretty good. But yeah, these are pretty awesome. Love the magnetic vent covers. Who knew?
I lost my question that I had.
Oh, no.
Oh, Lisa asked if you still use washi tape on your flashcards.
I do. You know, okay. So just like if you guys have been tuning in, right now I'm on an aqua painter kick. I go on kicks with things. Have you noticed that? I started playing with aqua painters one weekend and just kept coming up with more and more ideas. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to do aqua painter August. Well, now I'm going, it's August 15th. I'm starting to run out of ideas. What was I thinking? Not to worry. I do have a few more tricks up my sleeve for it. But so I'll go on a kick, and washi tape, I kind of have a washi tape obsession. It's all here. Yeah, it's a lot of washi tape. You know, I love to use it because it's so easy and it's so fast. You know what? I probably just need to like not have that box behind me and like use it. But thank you, Lisa. I will. I'll try to start incorporating my washi back into my projects because it's such a great way to add a splash of color.
Mary asked, what was the background stamp that you used for the flashcards? The one with the lines. The one with the lines.
Again, this is one of my favorites, playful backgrounds. So it's got 4 of them. They're really a nice size. If you guys follow flashcards, I'm telling you, this set is a must because it sets things up perfectly, okay? Really love this one. You've got polka dots, you've got bubbles, you've got painters, swooshes, and then you have the lines. And it's not even a very expensive set. I'm not sure what page it's on. Let me see if I can find it for you real quick. I should have had that set for you and I didn't. Playful backgrounds, $16. That's US, by the way. And it is on page 150 of the catalog. So yeah, check that one out because it's just nice sometimes to have those big, backgrounds that you can just do things with quickly. So thank you for that, Martha. All right, one more, and then we're going to call it a night. We're going to be at about 45 minutes, and I don't want to keep you guys all night.
Sarah asked, can you show how you have set up your flashcards?
Okay. All right. So I'm going to step out of the camera for just a second. Well, you know what? I'm going to see if I can bring the camera over here. So bear with me. All right. We're going to see if we can do this. Ready? I'm going to try not to make you guys like ill. But there is my drawer. So I have a drawer, and you can see I've got all my little flashcard pieces. And back there in the back, if I can find it there, that's my flashcard 2.0. Oh, Jenny's going to add us some extra light. You're so awesome. But yeah, that's how I like to set it up. And I just have these little dividers that were actually something that Stampin' Up! Used to sell a long time ago. But I do have a video. Here, let me go ahead and bring this back now. Sorry, I'm probably making somebody really motion sick with all that. So I do have a video, and gosh, I probably did it maybe 2.5, 3 years ago, on how to make boxes that will hold these. And then those boxes fit perfectly in those plastic shoe boxes that we all have. I went to this just because I had a drawer and it worked great. And I go to my flashcards all the time. So that's why it's like that. But if you will just go onto YouTube and search flashcard organization, I think it'll pop up for you there. You might also say Connie Stewart flashcard. I think that kind of narrows your search so you don't get like teacher flashcards or something. So
we have one more quick question.
One more, okay.
Sharon asked, what was the name of your drink?
Okay, this is my Weight Watchers Yummy in a cup. This is a chai latte, and I made it with a Premier Protein vanilla shake, 2 smart points. And then okay, now this is kind of a weird one. Okay, little background. My dad was born and raised in India. He was a missionary's kid, and he lived there for 18 years. So I grew up drinking chai tea all the time. Now, growing up, you didn't have Starbucks. You didn't go and, into a coffee shop and order chai. Nobody knew what chai was. But now it's kind of made this big comeback. I found a chai mix on Amazon called Blue Lotus, I believe is the name of it. It's fantastic. And it's this little tiny can, and it makes 100 cups of chai. And it has this little tiny wooden spoon in it. It's like this big. It's so cute. And you just mix that with a little bit of hot water. And then I just warmed up my Premier Protein. So there's my 2-minute deliciousness in a mug. So, all right. Well, it's gotten cold now, so it's not nearly as good. So I'm going to go give this a nice little reheat. Guys, thank you all so much. Mwah, I love you. Thank you guys so much for being a part. I know we had a lot of you, like 150 of you join.
We got up to 180.
Oh my gosh, wow. Thank you guys so much. It was so much fun. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry I didn't make it in 8 minutes, but oh well. We still had fun, didn't we? So, all right, guys, have a great Wednesday night, and I hope to see you guys over at Simply Simple Stamping. We'll see you soon. Bye.